Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is Andy Chen here, joined with Melinda Huang. How are you today?
I'm awake. The chat room is getting in on all the horrible nicknames I've been giving to the players. Teehee.
Yeah, well, sorry for this dead air for the last little bit. I've been out and about, getting some fresh air and whatnot. But if you're just tuning in, I'd like to say thanks for watching. This is a winner side match here at the 5th annual Chuck Markulis Memorial 9-ball tournament. Action between Oscar Dominguez and Ronnie, the pizza guy, Alcano. And yes, he does look like a pizza delivery guy right now, so...
You know why? It's because he's got... It looks like he's wearing a uniform.
It's the crazy red and white shirt and the hat.
Right, but if you notice, his shoes also are red and white. He carefully thought out his outfit today.
Yeah, exactly.
He dressed with care. Anyway, here's an update on some of the other matches that are going on. There's a lot of Hill stuff. Actually. Well, not Hill, but even. There's Brian Parks and Johnny Kang at 2-2 as loser's side. You have Ramin and Bryce at 5-5, also loser's side. And then Colin and Steve Chaplin 4-4, also loser's side. So those are all going to 7.
So, if you guys are just tuning in, this is a winner side, which means it is a race to 8 games. On the one loss side, they play to 7 games.
I hate watching tall players play. They can reach everything.
Yes, he does have a Viking tattoo on his forearm, which I had just noticed after taking a picture
That's
of
insane.
him getting down on a shot. I was like, hey, it's a Viking. So does that mean he plays with the Viking Q still?
I don't know. He must.
You know, because you would think that, a Q sponsorship is always an indefinite contract.
Well, I mean, there's people out there who have tattoos of bacon strips.
Well, I mean, you can eat bacon for life.
No, I mean, I'm just jealous that they're sponsored by bacon. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's a Viking tattoo. And does anybody out there know if he did it just because he loves their cues so much or if they're paying him?
I think they're paying him.
All right, let's start bids. Bids in the chat room. How much do you think he was paid for that tattoo? Andy thinks it's $50,000. But we are talking about pool here.
And that would also make sense why he has such a...
He also has a red cue.
Loud and vividly colored cue.
Oh, something's going on here. Complaints about the rack. He thinks that he's pattern racking. Oh, that's...
Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, controversy.
Yeah, so there's definitely some confusion about where the 1 ball should be on the rack.
Part of it is just no, that's the TV set. But when I was playing on that table, it's a little hard to get it tight. Oh, look at this. That's just rude. Come on, Ronnie. So now it's opponent rack. And of course, if they can't agree on the rack, then we're going to make Ken Schumann earn his dough.
Wow. Well, I hope that doesn't get to Oscar.
Could be a move, but see how it goes. I think he was he accusing him of racking high? Is that what it was?
I don't know. We can find out later.
Well, you know, the thing is, when you're racking, I believe he's racking high. It's the same thing. No, he's right, because when I played on that table, if you do it right on the spot, it actually won't sit. You have to do it a little high. It's just random. Oscar's going to throw down. He'll kill you with kindness.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with checking the rack. I just think that, I don't know. Well, I guess maybe he has to do it that way. If he just like, whenever, I've seen it before too. I forget which other pro player did it, but they would just, rake the balls when they figured that you didn't rack right. And I was just thinking there's better ways than doing that, because that just seems like a lot of disrespect.
Absolutely.
You can just move the balls or ask them to move it, but you don't have to just rake them and be like, no. Whoever's got the phone. Foul. Alright, let's see. If he cuts the 1, he might clip the 8 unless he can draw past that. Or he can just play safe. Drew past it.
I think he's going to try for the carom now. Just out of spite.
You could. I mean, you got to cut the 2. 2 doesn't go by the 4 anyway, so if you try the combo, your cue ball would probably naturally run into the 3 or the 9. Gee, Kenny, we don't even know who you're rooting for in there, right? Mr. Kenny Koo of Koo Cues is just going miss, 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 miss. Could do it that way. Nice shot. Carom, perhaps. I can't see how close the 9 is, but I mean, it looks like it would be a pretty decent carom. No. That's why I'm up here and not playing in this tournament. So, according to a unsubstantiated rumor from our chat room, it says that Ronnie Alcano is not getting paid anything for the Viking Q's tattoo. He did it because he said it was his Viking Q that got him to the World Pool Championships, 9-ball championships, and World 8-ball championships.
Well, I guess that could make a little sense, but it's like me putting. Ooh.
Hey.
Oscar never does that.
I would say he's mildly irritated.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Well, let's see if he goes and checks on Ronnie's rack.
Probably. I mean, no, it just won't rack exactly on the spot, but it's not a whole lot higher. I mean, you're not even. It's still on the spot, just not directly on it.
Right. So, I mean, like, if I won like the Olympics for sprinting or whatever, do I get like a Nike tattoo on my arm?
Sure, why not? Or on your butt, so it's the last thing they see as you run away. See, now he has to check also because in order for the balls to freeze, I'm telling you, they're just barely above the absolute center. Meanwhile, in other news of the world, let's see, we have Colin versus Steve is still going on. Score is now 5-4. Colin, I believe. We have Jaynard versus Dave Hema. And I think the score is 2-0 in favor of Jaynard.
Pretty powerful break. I can't say he's got that power packed in a 90-pound body because he's clearly not 90 pounds, but I wonder who's got the stronger break, him or Santos?
Who can carry more pizzas?
The taller guy.
We also have Francisco Bustamante playing June. I don't even know how to say his last name correctly.
Almuete.
So that's another Filipino versus Filipino. That's winner's side. And the score there is 2-1. I don't know who's ahead. Well, if the rumors are right and Alcano yanked out all his teeth to be more like Efren, I mean, kind of inspires me to yank out all my teeth too. I could just get dentures for, those days when I don't play pool. Gotta be a normal human being sometimes. Okay, now it's gonna be 4-1. 4-1, and it's a race to 8 for these guys.
That's right. And during this brief break between racks, I'd like to mention that I do have a raffle going on.
Ding, 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 ding.
So for any donation of $5 or more, you will be entered into a raffle for a chance to win a $50 gift certificate to Mueller Recreational Products. That was a donation made generously by yours truly, Melinda.
Hello. I actually won that in another raffle, so I figured I'd pass the luck along.
Well, I appreciate it. So at noon, around noon, basically before the first match tomorrow, because we will come back with the final 8 players tomorrow, is when the cutoff will take place for the raffle. And so it pretty much could be a potentially win-win situation.
Yeah, so it's just $5, kick it in, and you might win that gift certificate.
Yeah, and mind you, because of this change of plans with the added third day, I do have to extend my hotel room for an extra day, including my car rental for an extra day. So any little bit would be greatly appreciated.
Nice shot. Or if I was playing Ronnie and I saw that, I'd be like, nice shot, you bastard. He's very stylish.
He makes everything look too easy.
His cue has is that fluorescent orange ring work?
Yeah. It's gotta be a Viking thing.
Well, he's the best spokesperson for Viking. Even if he never talks, he's got his forearm. I actually do notice that Ronnie has his nails painted. I saw him do that at some other major events too. Oh, at the U.S. Open. That's what it was.
Painted?
He has them very long, and he has them painted. Yet another reason for me to be jealous, aside from the fact that I can't play anywhere near this level.
Right.
And I also do not have such a lovely cue.
Well, I do know that, I guess, in Asia, generally speaking, if you get your nails done, it means you're not a laborer.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. Because you're not a manual laborer because you're not using your hands.
Exactly. So you do that to kind of show that.
Let's check the rec. Yeah. Well, rack is satisfactory. Also, a quick update on Colin Mazeica versus Steve Chaplin, since I know there's a lot of people who are cheering for Colin. Score is now 5-5, and they're going to 7. Nice break. Again. A little bit of traffic.
The address to that pool hall in Carson where they played at is, not exactly a pool hall.
Right. Is it more of a private billiards club? That's why I don't give out the address without permission.
Yeah, I see that address has already been given out, but it's one of those word of mouth rooms, I think.
Yeah, I wrote about it on my blog, so if you want to see pictures, it's there.
It's a two-room.
No, two-table.
Yeah, two-table room. That's pretty much that belongs to an auto shop. Wow. And for those of you interested in Melinda's blog, here is the address.
Nobody vouches for its quality.
I will vouch for the superb writing quality.
Wow. Okay, well, I guess I'll start pulling out my teeth right now if I could play like that. I will show up next time in a Pizza Hut outfit. Wow. He just threaded that
Small
needle.
window.
He threaded the heck out of that one. Two-way shot.
In this case, one way.
One-way shot is all that's necessary. I don't know whether I should be delighted or annoyed watching people play this good. All right, so Ronnie's in a bit of a tear here. I think this is going to bump him up to 6-1, race to 8. Mr. Bryce Avila just made a heck of a shot.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's Bryce.
generally you shouldn't be interacting with the crowd until you're done with that rack.
No, but it's Bryce.
Yeah. Okay.
And that 9-ball will bring him to Hill versus Ramin. They're going to be 6-6 on the loser side. Mr. Dave Hema is down 2-1 to Jaynard. Mr. Steve Chaplin and Colin are still at 5-5. And I can't tell if Bustamante is playing a match or if he's just practicing. Because he's just playing like that. He's just playing too good. Johnny King and Brian Parks are 4-3, and I believe Johnny's ahead. And Mr. Dave Hema just evened up the score, 2-2 versus Jaynard Ork. On the loser side, going to 7. Interesting. Yes, it is 6-1.
Well,
6-1 pizza ahead.
well, I guess Pizza Hut is making his deliveries.
But it's fast. Yeah, he's still got the speed down, but came a little far. Let's see. Draw off the knight. Yep. That's very straight Polish of him.
I just heard that Bustamante is supposed to have some straight pull action tonight.
Straight pull action?
Yeah.
Now I have to call in sick.
There is an eye doctor from this neighborhood who's challenging him.
An eye doctor?
Yeah.
They should just do two.
Optometrist.
They should just do 2 sets. Do an eye test and then pull.
Yeah, because he does have glasses that he wears on his head.
I was telling people earlier today that it's kind of funny because Bustamante is just wearing his reading glasses like on his forehead, when he plays you. And I said it just gives him this impression of like he was, like your uncle was doing reading the paper, and then you're like, hey, come play some pool with us, and then he's like, okay, and he just comes and kicks your butt, and you're like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
No, actually, he's reading the paper as he's sitting waiting for a shot.
Right, he's like,
and
you bore me so much.
If you can just imagine this, he's got like his legs propped up, or his legs crossed. He's got the newspaper. His head is buried in the newspaper. He's got the eyeglasses like hanging like right on the bridge of his nose.
Right.
And he's just looking, and as soon as you miss, he doesn't move except his eyes just look up at the table.
Oh, you missed, did you?
And then he just puts down the paper and makes his way to the table.
And then just runs, I don't know. Well, if it was straight pull, like 150 and out.
Yeah. Well, regardless.
It's like how, when Efren plays you, he just looks like he's asleep in the chair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a shark in itself. You're like, oh, I bore him that much. All right, well, now we've got Ronnie on the hill.
Well, Oscar's really not getting a whole lot of rolls over here, though. Every time Ronnie misses or breaks draw, he doesn't really have a whole lot to work with.
No. Wow. Ballsy. All right, Oscar.
Only the 2 and the 9 were switch places.
If only.
Okay, speaking of Efren, he will be our next match. We have Efren Reyes and Jim Fabianar. And I believe that is a winner side match.
Yes, it is.
So
I'll go get Efren like a neck pillow and just be like, here, we already know you're going to pretend you're asleep.
yep.
You might as well be comfy while you do it. Ooh, I did not see who won between Bryce and Ramin. But somebody won and somebody lost. And now I just have to figure out who did what. Okay, let's see. On the other table, Jaynard Ork is up 3-2 versus Dave Hema. That's loser side going to 7. Steve Chaplin and Colin Mazeka still playing, except now Steve is on the hill at 6 and Colin has 5. Bustamante is just having his little walk in the park. But he's up 4-3 versus June. Oh. My bad. Looks like I misread the score on Brian and Johnny. And actually, Brian's now on the hill versus Johnny Kang. 6-4 right now. WTF. Well, I suppose he's quite comfortable with this game and this table and his opponent. Same pizza guy. Whew, for a second there, I didn't think that fight was going to go.
Just gives it to him.
Okay, Oscar still alive. Ronnie 7, Oscar 2, and Ronnie's on the hill.
Actually have a chance to hit some balls tonight.
No chance. Just kidding.
I will make a chance.
Being mean. Yeah, poor Andy actually, I mean, this is how horrible is this? He's got to stream all this, watch all this high quality pool, and then he can't play at all.
I haven't touched my cue ever since I landed in Sacramento. By land, I mean arrive in the parking lot, because I drove here.
Oh, and that's the end for Colin Mazeka, your local hero. He just lost to Steve Chaplin, 7-5.
Well, congrats to Steve. He's actually been making a really good showing at this tournament, considering he is like me. Work, and no pool.
Colin had a good run, too. He actually beat the Hard Times Bellflower House pro Dave Hema on the winner's side.
Oh, okay.
So they're both having, well, Steve's probably going to have a slightly better tournament, but still. Good play. Jaynard just extended his lead to 4-2 versus Dave Hema, race to 7.
Yeah, and by the way, I do have one more virtual pool game to give away to the next $20 donation.
Nice. Steve Chaplin, the guy who just beat Colin, is actually is he the creator or the developer?
He is the full mastermind behind it.
Behind Virtual Pool, which is now Virtual Pool 4. It's in its 4th iteration.
Yeah, he created it, developed it, programmed it, all of that. He did tell me that I think it's about to be distributed through EA.
Oh,
so that's
Electronic Arts?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's major distributor.
Exactly.
That's great for pool. I mean, we wanted to reach the mainstream because we want their dollars. Just kidding. Kind of. Not really. No, I do need their money. I'll take some.
Oh, no. Oscar hooks himself. Of course, he's going to get the jump cue out because it's a safe jump. It's like he's using a new jump cue or something different.
Mr. Brian Parks. Nope, it looks like I read their score wrong again. It's actually Johnny that's on the hill versus Brian Parks. And Brian is now at 5 versus Johnny Kang. I can't tell. There's too many shadows over there, and I can't see the beads.
Johnny King's?
Yeah, it looks like Johnny's.
It looks like a
Johnny's
6
on,
and a 4.
Yeah, Johnny's on the hill, and Brian should be at 5 now. Or no, that's not a winner's side, is it?
I guess it's a winner's side. So Johnny's still on the winner's side, huh?
All right, then I'm wrong in all counts.
Having a match about to start. Table number 5, Mark King.
And yeah, Brian's on the hill.
Versus Steve Chaplin. Mark King and Steve Chaplin. One more matchup to announce on table number 2, Chris Von Gray versus Raman Pakyara. Chris and Raman, table number 2.
All right, looks like Ramin survived his match against Bryce. Hill. Just call him Tiara from now on.
Yeah. So that's going to be a...
SoCal versus SoCal.
Yeah, Hard Times Bellflower against its own. A very aggressive move.
Uh-oh.
No one's stopping you.
But thank you for letting us know. Do you want us to write you a hall pass? Going to take this moment to plug Andy's donate $5 and be entered in a raffle for a $50 gift certificate to Mueller Recreational Products.
There is a stipulation, however. If there's only like one or two of you who donate,
Then make them fight to the death for it.
yeah, I'm just gonna have to postpone it. It will continue indefinitely until the $50 has been reached.
But seriously, I mean, this is a great stream. It's a flea,
And it's a 3-day event.
and Andy has yet to hit a ball. This dude is suffering for your entertainment.
I've brought my pool cues into this pool room for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and today, and it still has not been taken out of my case. Once. Is that not the biggest tease or what?
Nice shot. All right. Now Oscar's up to 3.
Gaining some life. Gaining some life.
You can get to 3, then you can get to 4. Let's see, Bustamante's match versus June. Bustamante is on the hill at 7, and June is at 4.
That's not very good for Oscar. Three, 7-3 pizza guy.
7-3 Little Caesar.
Yeah.
All right, in the match between Brian Parks and Johnny Kang, which was a winner side match, Brian just won 8-4.
Oscar breaks his cue before Ronnie can get down on the shot.
And that's all he poked.
And then you'll see Ronnie turn his head up right about now. He's going to get down. Oh, okay.
Okay, I should.
All right, well, Ronnie moves on, and Oscar is sent to the west side.